I got for food. I was gonna get Chipotle, but I was like, you know what? That's the old Damon, and I'm gonna make some food. So what I'm gonna make, this is just vegan cheese. Is actually really good, and then some peas in there just to make it a little bit healthy. A mango, because I realized that you can peel these things and they're super good. And I got some crack. I don't have a 4-year-old daughter, but if I did, this is what I'd give her. It'd be like, this would be her jam. This would be like mac and cheese, some fries, and a mango. And I can just hear her mom being like, that's not healthy for her. And I'd be like, shut your face. It tastes delicious. I hope to be the favorite parent to my kids. And I know that I wouldn't deserve it, like, through hard work, because I know that that's what her mom would do. But I would be like the one that would just be like, let's do this. Don't tell your mom. And that's why I'd be like the favorite. Like another tip I'd tell my daughter is like the secret to eating healthy is you need to make sure there's lots of chocolate involved. It's very important. I got really good news I want to share with you guys. So I've just been thinking a lot about working with other musicians. Lately I've been working with one of my best friends, and you know, it just is so nice to work with him because he's so talented and it just makes all of my songs so much better. And it just inspired me to just go out and work with more musicians lately. And I've just been struggling with it a lot, to be honest with you. For pretty much most of my life I've been struggling finding musicians to play with. And I was on a website today, and I was just like looking at people, and it was basically like a Craigslist on steroids, and I was not impressed with anything, and I was just like, none of this stuff is working. Craigslist doesn't work, all this stuff doesn't work, nothing I do works. So, you know, recently I was just like, you know what, why don't I just YouTube someone doing a cover of like what I want to sound like, you know, of like a song that I like and then playing it. And I was like, why don't I just reach out to these people? And people might be like, well, that's good, but I mean, like, what if they live, like, you know, somewhere else in the country? For me, I don't need to worry about that. I can live anywhere. So if they live fucking in, you know, Yahoo City, and I want to move there because they're a damn good musician, I'm going to move there. So that's kind of my plan at the moment, and I'm very excited. I think it's a really good plan to just watch people that already play what I want them to play, and that's on YouTube. Really, just in the last hour, you know, I could find like 15 drummers doing cover songs of bands that I love, and they played it really well. And it's one of those things where if I reach out to them, you know, there is a possibility that they could record to my songs, and I might not even need to be there. They could just record at their home, send me the tracks to me from where I live, and, you know, then we got a whole song, you know, if I do that with 2 or 3 musicians. So, you know, that's where Justin Bieber got famous, was on YouTube, so I think it's a really good plan. YouTube is just a really good tool. The song is called Good Times by All Time Low. I'm gonna wing it a little bit. On a fault line late night, underneath the stars we came alive, and singing to the sky just felt right. I won't forget the good times when the boys in back smoking cigarettes and the girls who didn't know love yet. When the bonfire moon came down, I won't forget the good times. And I never want to leave this sunset town, but one day the time may come. And don't take you at your word and carry on. I'll hate the goodbyes, but I won't forget the good times. No, no. So this is what I'm having for dinner. I'm having some quinoa with some broccoli and garlic in it. This is like pretty much pre-made. And then I got some tempeh. I don't know if you guys have ever eaten this before, but it's kind of like fermented beans, which I know sounds gross. But cut it up and put some barbecue sauce on it. Okay, so there's that right there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but basically a little bit of sauce on the tempeh, and then this quinoa and veggies, and then there's the garnish too. Perfect. So this is a vegan ice cream brand, and this is actually probably one of the best ice creams I've ever had. It's actually made with cashew milk, which is my favorite out of all the bases for vegan ice cream, and it just tastes like peachy maple pancakes with pecans. Typically, vegan ice cream does run a little bit more than regular, just because it has a different base, which is like a nut milk. And then this was on clearance though, so it was only $3, so that's why I bought it, and so I'm gonna eat it all in one sitting.
Hi dear, I'm gonna hypnotize you guys, okay? So notice that your hand is feeling very heavy. Stare at the dot, your hand is getting very heavy. Keeps falling down, and you stare at the dot. Now, sleep. I'm right here. Thanks for watching.